Well, hello and welcome again to Blue Gareen Cottage. It's already a whole week gone. I cannot believe it. It feels like it was just yesterday I posted last week's video. I'm in my scruffies, my gardening scruffies, because yesterday after a lot of running around late afternoon, I started sorting out the front garden, just doing a little bit of clearing up and tidying up, cutting the tendrils from tentacula, the wisteria. And just pottering, and I was out there till gone 7 o'clock at night. And then today I've been in the garden, hubby and myself, we've done bits and bobs all around the garden, done a whole load of stuff. We've cut the back hedge, I've layered and resorted and turned all the compost and added to it because we've got the hedge, and got rid of the last bit of the wood chips on the paths. Well, 1, 2, 3, about 4 paths. Trimmed some of the plants in the back, dead-headed the buddleia, absolutely smothered in honeybees, bumblebees and butterflies. What else did we do? I've done loads, but I'll show you that. Oh, flies. We got biting flies under here. I'll show you that next week, because next week is obviously a gardening video. So it's been very, very busy, done quite a bit of harvesting of vegetables, not huge gluts, but small amounts of lots of different things. And I've just been processing started processing the last of the aronia berry harvest. We had a friend drop off, I don't know if I mentioned it to you, drop off a bunch of fruits and veggies and bakery stuff last Friday. We've worked our way through all of those and processing stuff, freezing, cooking, sorting out and all sorts. And today I've just done the pineapples. What else? Oh my gosh, we've done so much. 2 of the things. One was sorting out my TV license so that it's paid monthly instead of quarterly, because that was starting to be a real pain in the neck, in that every 3 months, even though I had it on the budget and I had it on the calendar and I knew when it was going out, it still came when it would put us into a negative balance at the bank. So I've changed that to monthly instead of quarterly. So that makes things a little bit more predictable and even and sorted out. So that's a bit more, peace of mind. And I haven't told you, but you know now, I contacted the DWP today because I needed some questions answering of things have been going on in my head, and what I found something I could actually do. And begin on that breaking free journey. But I wanted to contact the DWP, which here in the UK is the Department for Work and Pensions, who correlate and handle all benefits. So I had a few questions put to them, because obviously it's been quite a few years now since they've introduced universal credit, and that had a really bad rap for having some really nasty consequences for people moving on to that, and people were going to be put on it, and there was a whole lot of red tape mess ups to do with that. And so it worked out that it was just not something we could do without getting into debt to go on to universal credit. Thankfully, the benefits we're on, we didn't have to go on to universal credit because they're related to disabilities. But if any circumstances change, then we would obviously have to go on to universal credit. So I had questions in my mind, because at the time, if you were put on universal credit, there would be 8 weeks almost where you have no money, or about 6 to 8 weeks, where you'd have no money coming in at all while they recalculate and put your benefits in order, and you'd have no money coming in whatsoever. They would offer you a loan. How convenient, because there'd be interest on that loan, albeit tiny, but you would have to pay it back, and they would automatically take it out of your benefits every month when it was cleared. So, but it's still a debt, and how convenient that they're making interest on debts to them. I see a conflict of interest there. But anyway, so to be able to make that transition, you would have to have 2 months worth of money in the bank to cover all your expenses for at least 6 weeks. And your money would then be coming monthly, although that's changed now because apparently you can get changed you could get paid every 2 weeks. But it just meant that you'd have to have, before that ever happened, you'd have to have 2 months worth of money to pay the bills and 2 months worth of groceries and other supplies that you'd need, and cash saved in the house for emergencies or for fuel or whatever. If you have a car, you'd have to have 2 months living costs and supplies ready before that happened. Now nobody has that. If you are on social benefits, nobody has that at all. So that's been one of the barriers keeping us from moving forward in our plans for self-reliance. However, I decided that because time has moved on and because everybody has different situations, I thought I would contact them and ask them exactly how it would affect us if I were to be self-employed. I wanted to know how it would affect our family personally and our finances, what the implications would be with changes. And I was pleasantly surprised that actually, even though for the first while we wouldn't be very much better off, you know, it was still worth having a go. It was still worth trying, because apparently I'd be allowed to work 16 hours a week and earn up to £147 a week. Before it really made a very big impact. It would obviously change our benefits a little bit, because some would be taken off in, you know, the balancing of what the government says we need to live off. Whatever you earn, they'll take off, but we'd still end up with a little bit more than that. But it still worked out better, we'd be better off. And of course, with all the planning that I've done, I would use the only 3 days a week that I would work, and that would be less than 16 hours. As far as what I want to do goes, not the homesteading stuff. That's the everyday normal stuff. That's our life. That's what we do. But I'm talking about the earning potential side of things and the venture I want to go into there. And I'm sorry I'm being mysterious and cagey, but I can't tell you what that is just yet, because it's still in the pipeline of the planning. So I can't tell you what that is until it happens. And when it does, I'll share it with you. So it looks like it's more possible now than ever, and it's very positive. So I am quite excited. So yes, self-reliance looks like it's coming closer. And twice this week, the one thing that's been going around in my head, what I could do as far as an income goes, something I could actually do. At the same time, the other morning, when was it? Yesterday morning, Monday morning, I woke up in the morning with this crazy idea in my head regarding the YouTube channel. It was nuts, and it was regarding the doll's houses. An idea popped into my head for one video. I could do one video a month to do with this, and I was smiling, even though when I wake up I'm in absolute agony. I wake up in pain, and some days so bad I want to cry, so I'm waking up in the morning almost in tears sometimes. But even so, I was smiling from ear to ear. And I'm sorry, I can't tell you yet, because it's still in the mulling around stage in my head. And I really want to do it, because it was so much fun just thinking about it. So I really want to do that. And it taps into more creative sides of things, and fun and play. And so I'm so excited about this. So Yes, I'm just looking at, because we actually today, hubby had dismantled the doll's house for me, the black and white one that we're going to be doing first, and doing that. So that's been dismantled, getting ready now to be sanded and prepped and painted and reassembled. So that's been done. But I passed a charity shop the other day, and I had not much money on me at all, but I saw this thing in the window and said, oh, we got to do that one, because it's a bit wrecked and there's a lot of work to do on that one. So not as easy as the black and white one. But, shall I just show you if I can turn it around? There you go. Another doll's house. Okay. Not as good as the others we have, but there is potential on that one for the customization. Oh, butterfly. Okay, sorry, back on track again. So yes, this doll's house I saw in the charity shop, and I saw potential with the what did I call it? What are we doing to them? Customization of dolls' houses, and I saw that and thought, that's a bargain. We can do that. There'll be money in that one. So there are a couple of things happening that are moving us ever so much closer to self-reliance, and I am hoping there's something in the pipeline for Christmas this year. I'm sorry, I can't tell you. You're just going to have to keep coming back and watching the progress as we go. I'll tell you when we're ready. But it's so exciting. I haven't felt this energetic and enthused and positive about anything for a long time. There's hope. It doesn't feel like you're stuck in a hamster wheel going round and round with the plans and planning, making changes along the way, but still not getting off that hamster wheel. You're just stuck. And it looks like there is a possibility of getting off that hamster wheel and not just jumping onto another one. I can't wait. So, this week being the Self-Reliance week, we've obviously been doing what we do. We've been gardening, preserving. We've been looking after ourselves, after our family, doing what we do. But in the meantime, self-reliance, as far as financial self-reliance, has been mulling around in my head, and opportunities are coming up, and possibilities and doors look like they're opening, and I don't want to miss the opportunity. I want to grab it, and yes, be brave, because it will be scary to leave 100% of security and predictability, which is never really predictable on social benefits because they change all the time at the whim of the government. So it's never really 100% certain, but there is a regularity, there is a security in consistency, and to take that leap into something that might be very uncomfortable for a bit. And I mean, we live on a tight budget anyway. We really do scrimp already as it is, but to be then dependent on ourselves to make the money, because it's self-employment coming up. It's not the security of a regular job where you are doing your job and you're going to get paid at the end of it, although that is not that secure, because obviously people have lost jobs all over the place and businesses have failed. So still, I feel very positive about this move. So yeah, it's exciting. It's like Christmas come early. Yes, it is. And there is the house broken down, ready for all the work to be done. That one I don't think we're going to do until the new year, but we'll see how we go with the others first. Until next week, yes, I'll be carrying on with more planning. Grandchildren will be here again soon, but they'll also be back to school soon. So there'll be a little bit more of a predictable schedule. Lots more organizing, working and planning and practicing, and Getting on with the business side of life. I can't wait. You can tell I'm excited, can't you? I hope hubby can be as excited as I am. I can't even reveal it to him until I've got it all straight in my head and perfectly ordered, and there is positive actual signs to see. Love you, babe. He's only just found out as well, same as you. He's a good guy. I know he'll be alright about it. So there you go. Positive stuff. Oh. Buttons is obviously playing inside. Okay, folks. I shall love you and leave you. Have a very good week. Do think about your own progress. Is there anything positive happening for you? Is there anything good in the pipeline for you? If you got any plans, or are you just plain contented exactly where you are? I wish I could say the same, but we're still on a journey to get there. So until next week, continue to ponder your ponderings. I'll continue to ponder mine, and we shall get together again next week, where you will see the progress on the garden. Quite a lot's been done. Hopefully the weather's not too bad next week, because apparently it's going to be bad from the weekend. That's why we've done a mad dash to get things sorted and done as much as we can this week. So my lovely friends, take care. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll talk to you then. Take care. Bye-bye.